All right, thanks for joining Barre today. Our theme today is quick fire. So we'll be doing a lot of fast movements to get our heart rate going to prepare for the cold weather that we're getting tomorrow. Let's start by setting our posture, feet under your hips, lift up through your hips, lift your rib cage up off your waist, engage your lower abs, making a lot of room here for them. Roll your shoulder blades back. Lift your chin, bring the back of the head over the back of the spine. Feel this alignment, feel the elongation. We'll feel this throughout the class. Big inhale up and exhale down. One more time, inhale up and exhale down. Let's start our warm up. Let's come into our second position. Feet are wide open at about a 45-degree angle. We're going to press our knees right over our toes. You should just feel that press happening. That will make sure everything's in alignment. Nice straight line from the hip up to the top of the head. And we're just going to come into our plie and rise, plie and rise. Think about really leading with those knees. If you lead with the knees, the rest of the alignment will follow. Staying wide open, nice. 4, 3, 2, and 1. You can stay here or you can turn it into a releve, coming up on those toes. Strong movement there. 3, 2, 1. Last variation will be a jump. Choose your method. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Walk it in. We're going to come into a first position for some batma. We're just going to do side to side batma. So that's a kick with a straight leg, maintaining this turnout in the hip. Leg out, leg out. Kick and kick. Using your core to minimize any roll in the upper body, not bending at the waist, brushing that foot off the floor and pointing the toe. Kick, 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 kick. So you should feel your core working here as that leg lifts. Feel the oblique engaging. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, last warm-up move. We're going to do a Coupe Fondue to a Glissade. So that's just a one-legged plie, cupping that foot to the side. And our Glissade, you can either step to the side or you can jump to the side. So choose your poison. We're just going side to side. All jumps start and end with a bent knee. Glissade, glissade. Bring it down to just a step side to side. If it's not good for your joints to jump, or you have downstairs neighbors who will get mad. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Let's pick up our weights for our arm series. We're going to start with some shoulder work, feet parallel right under hips, soft knees hinging from the hips, bending the knees actually a little more here. So we're going to step out with one leg, lift the arms, step and reach, step and reach. Other leg stays bent in this lunge position. Head is in line with the spine, so you're not looking down and you're not craning your neck to look up. Your gaze is just maybe where the floor meets the wall in the corner. Reach. Press. press for 8, 7. Nice big reach with those arms. Strong core to maintain a neutral spinal position. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay here. Pulse, pulse, pulse. So trying to keep your arms, so we're still bent, but trying to keep your arms at shoulder height, no lower. Elbows staying even with those shoulders. Pulse, pulse, pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. We're not done with the shoulders. So let's come back into our second plie. We're going to come down into our plie, press up, plie, press up. Nice. A little bit of different work for the shoulders, some different muscles here. In our more traditional overhead press, reach, press for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay down in our plie, pulse, pulse, pulse. Again, try not to let those elbows come below shoulder height. Make sure they're nice and open. Lots of room across the chest. Your torso is straight up from those hips. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Let's do our triceps next. We're going to do some overhead tricep presses this week. So roll the shoulder blades back, feet parallel under the hips, strong engaged core. Lift those arms up overhead, keeping the elbows parallel, not letting them flare out. Bring those weights behind you, trying to keep the elbows up and back. That brings the work to that tricep. Shoulders are away from the ears, though. We're not hunching our shoulders. Strong core. Not getting any spinal flexion here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we pulse. Pulse, pulse, pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set them down. Whew, shake it out. Side raid pulse is next. A little more shoulder work. Roll the shoulders back, reset that posture, lift those arms to the side. We're going to pulse down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back. 5, 6, 7, 8, and front. 5, 6, 7, 8, and up. 5, 6, 7, 8, pulse down. 5, 6, 7, 8, pulse back. 5, 6, 7, 8, pulse front. 5, 6, 7, 8, pulse up. 5, 6, 7, 8, last set, down. 5, 6, 7, 8, and back. 5, 6, 7, 8, and front. 5, 6, 7, 8, last 8, up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You made it. Let's do some bicep work. We're going to have our arms out in front, palms facing the sky on a 45-degree, actually first position on a 45-degree angle. We're going to bring those arms in a plie, sorry, and then set them up with a releve. Open, rise up, releve. Open, rise up, releve. Plie, and put away those plates. Plie, And put away those plates. Plie. Plate put away. Nice. Engage that core. Leg work is optional, I should say. You can just stand with a firm base for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release. Nice. Let's finish our upper body work with our flies. Feet parallel back into our skier's position. Core engaged, hinging from the hip. No booty out, no booty in, just a strong core, keeping that spine aligned. Roll the shoulder blades back. Make sure shoulders are away from the ears. Fly up and down. Fly up and down. Lots of work in your back. Squeezing the shoulder blades together. Head aligned with the spine, not dropping that head. Gaze again on the floor in front of you, maybe even all the way to where the wall meets the floor, depending what size room you're in. Squeeze and down. Squeeze and down for 4, 3, 2. We're gonna pulse, 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 pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Nice job. Putting those weights aside, we're gonna get our chair or step over to your wall or banister that you're using as a bar. Today, I really do recommend, if you have them available to you, to have 2 plates, 2 paper plates or gliders, or have put on a pair of socks if you're on a hard floor. Whatever you can do to get some gliding, because we're definitely going to take advantage of these today. We're going to start though with our first position series. So heels together, toes open, feel that rotation. So actually start by putting your toe on the floor, rotate that knee out, feel that rotation in the hip, set the toe down. Other side, rotate that hip out, set the toe down. So make sure the rotation is coming from way up here. We're just going to start with a simple Demi Plie. Heels stay on the floor. So plieing as deep as you can without lifting up your heels. I have a shortened Achilles tendon on my left side, so my Demi Plie is very demi indeed. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay down here. Hold this plie, knees open, rotation coming from the hips. Lift the heels, set them down. Set them down. Lift and set them down. So our upper body is staying in the static position. Take a moment to get engaged with your posture. Make sure you're straight up. We're not leaning forward over the bar. Standing straight up, head straight up to the ceiling. Core engaged. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rise up, shake it out for just a second. Get your paper plates or whatever you're using for a glider. And we're going to do some échappé. So that just means escape. We're going to come into our plie. I'll demo with the gliders. Come into the plie. As you rise, open those feet to the side. Come back to the plie. Échappé. So you can totally do this, without the gliders, but it would be a little jump, which can be a little harder on your body. Whatever you want. So we're going to échappé, plie, échappé, plie. So when you're coming out, again, spinal alignment, posture, super tall and beautiful. elongated spine, press, come in. Part of our quick fire here. Out, plie, out, plie. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring them in, plates to the side. Last part of our first position plie series. We are going to come into a plie passe walk. So we'll plie, core engaged, rise up, bring one toe to passe, plie, other leg. So just walking side to side, quick rise, lots of power, almost as though you could come off the floor with this. Up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do some holds. Rise up, hold. If you want, you can plie. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. Plie, rise to passe. Plie. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Nice job. That was a lot of work. Let's do some rear lunge on our glider. So just one glider this time, under one foot, continuing to face the bar or chair. Keeping this knee right above the ankle, not letting it creep forward. Sit way back into this lunge. Lots of weight as you glide back in. If you don't have something to glide on, you can just step back, step up. But the glider helps you work every millisecond of this exercise. You're pulling weight or pushing weight every millisecond. Really heavy on that gliding foot. Really pressing down on it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, nice and slow. We're definitely putting a lot of work into this. 3, 2, paying attention to that front knee. Last one, stay down here. Pulse that back knee, pulse, pulse, pulse. So lots of weight in the standing glute. Pulse, pulse, pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten the back leg. Try to balance. 8, 7. Can you go deeper? 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull it in. Let's do everything on the other side. Switch your feet on the glider. Push back, draw in. Push back, draw in. Putting weight on that glider. Trying to keep this glute way in the back. Keep that front knee in position. A little harder when we don't have a bar that we can really put our weight into. Up. For 8, 7. Hips square, shoulders square to the front. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Stay back here. Bend that back knee. Down, down, down. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Balance. Extend that leg behind if you can. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull it in, pull it in. Lots of weight, and you're done. Put that glider to the side. We're done with gliders for the bar series, but we'll come back to them for our core series. Let's do some center floor work now. We're going to have our feet in first position. Zip those legs up, rise up tall, lifting the rib cage up, arms open into second position. Actually, we're going to have one heel in front in the arch of the other foot. Shoulders down away from the ears. We're just going to tendu front. So run that toe along the floor, side, front. If you're comfortable with a jump, we'll plie, changement, so the other foot is in front. Front, side, front. If you're not comfortable with a jump, just plie, step that foot behind. Front. Now let's speed it up. Front, side, front, changement. Front, side, front, changement. Front, side, front. So brushing that toe against the floor, keeping your turnout the whole way through the movement. Start and end on a bent knee for that jump. Front, side, front, changement. 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 Okay, let's make this even more quick fire here. We're going to turn that tendu into a battement like we did at the beginning of class. Just a kick with a straight leg from that turned out hip. So front, side, front, changement. Front, side, front, changement. Front, side, front, changement. Front, side, front, changement. Got to move over so I don't kick my chair. Side, front, changement. Front, side, front, changement. One more set. Front, side, front, changement. Last side, front, side, front, changement. Really nice. Last move at the bar. We are going to do some painful leg circles. So coming back to the bar, we're going to rest our forearms on the bar. So you'll step back a little from here. We've got one leg balance, other knee bent up in the air. Lift that leg behind. Hips are square, so that foot is pointing straight up to the ceiling. Circle in, circle, circle, circle. So just a tiny circle with that knee. Circle, circle. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch directions. Circle, circle, circle. Core is engaged, protecting that spine. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand it up, same leg. We're bringing that leg out to the side. Probably should have moved. And now we're going to circle, 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 circle. You can stand facing the bar. I was just doing that so you could see what I was doing. Circle, 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 circle. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Change directions. Circle, circle. So trying to have a straight line from this heel to the hip to the shoulder, not letting your body go crooked to compensate for that balance. That's why we have our chair. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. Woo. Shimmy those hips. Coming back down, forearms on the bar. Soft bend in the standing leg. If you have hyperextended knees like me, bend that knee, push the heel up to the ceiling, circle out. Hips square to the floor. Foot straight up to the ceiling. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Change directions. Circle, circle, circle. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand it up, walk a little closer to the bar, leg out, hip square, circle. So try not to let this hip hike up into the air. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other direction. Circle, 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 circle. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Whew, that was a lot. Let's get our mats. Keep your gliders handy because we're going to start with them. So we're going to be in a plank position using our gliders. So you'll need to roll your mat up so the gliders are behind them. Coming to our plank. So let me demo first an option that's a little lower impact. Without the gliders, you're on your knees. We're going to be doing tuck and then pike. So you'll lift one knee in, trying to maintain this nice straight line, shoulder, hip, knee, lift a knee in, and then press back to child's pose. Bring that knee in, press back to child's pose. If you do not have gliders, it will be really similar. Lift one knee in, press up to down dog. Lift one knee, press to down dog. If you have your gliders, you are going to start with both feet in a tuck and then glide up to a pike. Tuck and pike. Tuck and pike. So I hope you have joined me by now. This one is really intense. It's really good work. On that tuck, strong through the shoulders, not letting that body sway back. So you're using your core to fix your torso on up in place and bring those knees in the pike. Nice movement through the shoulders, all the way to drop your head between your arms. Tuck and pike. 4 more. 4 and pike. 3 and pike. 2 and pike. Last one. And pike. Come back to your plank. Hold it here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Nice job. Laying your mat out all the way. We're coming onto our back for a supine pike. We're laying down on the mat. We're going to do the exact same thing, except for on our back. So you'll want your hands, palms pressed into the mat. Squeeze those thighs together. Tuck your shoulder blades under to open your chest. Tuck those knees. You're going to lift the tailbone up off the mat, and then you're going to press up into a pike. Tuck, press up, lift those glutes up off the mat in the pike. Press and tuck. Press So definitely trying to use muscle here. It's inevitable to use a little bit of momentum for these movements. And pike, tuck, and pike. But if you don't feel work happening in your abs, try to slow it down. Maybe just do a tuck without much of a lift, and then a littler pike. If you're using too much momentum, just make the movement smaller. And pike, tuck, and pike for 8, and pike, 7, and pike, 6, pike, 5, up, 4, and up, 3, and up, 2, and up. Last one, pike it up, hold onto your knees, rock side to side, relax a little bit before we go into our next move, which will be a bird dog. So we're gonna roll over onto our hands and knees. Hands right under shoulders, knees right under hips. We're going to lift one leg, cross it behind, reach over with the opposite hand, and try to touch that toe. Other side, lift, touch the toe. So you should be getting a really good kind of a side stretch here, or a side contraction. Feel that core engage as you do that big reach and twist. And twist. Your abs are keeping your spinal cord from collapsing. I mean, your spine. Goodness, it's really hard to talk and do this. And not a sway back here. Tap and down. Tap and down for 4. Other side. 3. Other side. 2. Other side. Last one. Other side. Push back into child's pose. Little stretch for the hips and the shoulders. Coming through, let's come back to our back for some traditional crunches. So you can have your fingertips lightly touching your ears. You can cross your arms over your chest. Or you can squeeze your hands in a prayer position over your heart center. And just a simple crunch, 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 and crunch. Nice job. This is a classic move, but it's classic for a reason. As you rise up, press down with your lower abs. With our crunch and tuck and pike on our back, we were lifting that tailbone up off the mat. We're not lifting the tailbone, but feel that same rocking motion of your pelvis. When you press down your lower abs, your tailbone should want to think that it's going to come up off the mat. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reach those hands, stay up here, just a little pulse, 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 pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lay it down. Pencil stretch. Extend your arms, extend your legs. Get as big as you can. Reach one arm really behind you. And then the other. Rocking your hips as you reach side to side. And let's get ready to finish out our core series with a Russian twist. You've got the option here of having your feet on the mat, and you'll have your hands at heart center, twist side to side. Nice straight line from hip to shoulder, so we're not hunching here into this position. Nice elongated spine. Other option is to bring those legs up into a boat pose, twist, 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 twist. Nice job. Twist, twist, twist for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Twist to one side. Pulse, pulse, pulse. 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. Pulse, pulse, pulse. 4, 3, 2, 1. Grab those feet. Butterfly stretch. Open those knees. Try to walk your glutes closer to the heels. Tall, straight spine. Let's let our heart rate slow down for a second. And when you've kind of settled into this, big inhale, reaching forward, forward, forward with a straight spine as far as you can. And when you start to exhale, you can come into a fold, gently resting your elbows on the inside of those legs to increase the stretch of your hip. Trying to let those muscles relax. Feel the little muscle fibers letting go. And slowly roll back up, keeping hold of your toes, ankles, or calves. We're going to extend those feet forward into a straight-legged seated forward fold. So inhale, trying to straighten the spine. Before you exhale, reach forward and then come into the fold. Toes, feet flexed, toes facing up to the ceiling to get maximum stretch on the back of the leg. Hands down to the mat, slowly roll back to seated, rolling your hands all the way behind you. We're going to come into a reverse plank or a reverse tabletop. Actually, for reverse plank, I have to have my feet off the mat, otherwise they just pull the mat. So reverse plank, setting those heels on the mat, hands on the mat, right a little bit behind or right next to your hips, lifting up, pressing up, open the chest, bring the head in line. If this is not working for you, step those feet flat, reverse tabletop. Again, open the chest. So we want to get some nice stretching here across the chest. This is, I'm cheating, a little bit of a strength move, but it does still have a stretching component. And slowly bring your glutes down to the mat. Let's come into a pure stretch. Drop your elbows to the mat. Again, your palms are kind of right next to your hips. And now super open the chest. Drop the head back. Lift the belly up, coming into our fish pose. Feel a nice stretch across the front of the body. Let your head dangle. Should feel really good for your neck to get the weight off of it. And lift the head back up, coming down to the mat. Grab onto your feet for happy baby pose. Trying to bring your knees down into your armpits. Trying to press your tailbone down into the mat. Open legs. You can stay here or you can take a yoga toe hold and open your legs into a V, whatever you want for your stretch. Bend those knees again, rolling all the way over to come to a standing forward fold. So start with your palms on the mat, tuck your toes under, press back into a down dog, walk your feet back to your hands, coming into the standing forward fold. Again, let the head hang, take some pressure off your neck. You can shake your head yes and no. Loosen up that neck. And slowly roll up, head last. To avoid a head rush, coming into our wide power second position. Big inhale up, exhale on a plie. Inhale up, exhale into that plie. One more time. And exhale. Gentlemen, take your bow. Ladies, take your curtsy. Thank you for joining me for Barre. Just a few more weeks till the holidays.